Blessings and peace, world. Get up and go back. We got a lot to discuss. A lot. And I do mean a lot. I'm stupid, yo. But you know, let me put my door up. My eyes are puffy because I didn't get a lot of sleep. I want to read a couple of A Faithful Farewell, Living Your Last Chapter with Love. I think I didn't get into reading it yet, but I like to read the little quotes out of the Bible that she put in here. I think she passed away. I skimmed through it, but I get my glasses in a couple of weeks. But there's some, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on right now. It's funny though, because they don't see me though. They don't see me for the snake I am. I'm silly when people are praying for me. Because the devil got my heart right now. No matter how many times I try, you know what I mean? It just keeps coming. Somebody want to get bit. That MUTT, you know what I'm saying? Is like a trigger, right? People ain't understanding I'm not mentally stable right now. I'm ready to hurt somebody because somebody got to be hurt for other people to leave me alone. Physically, something got to get broke. And these people think I'm a joke, and I'm not. But anyway, let me go to the bathroom, then we're going to get into it, honey. The cops, from the cops to the fire department. And you can't make this up. You cannot. People only be saying I'm lying because you know why? They're not there to see the truth. Because I worked somewhere else last night. And I kept telling the girl, lady, if I didn't need this job, I swear for God. I swear for God. I had to keep going outside. No, that's not my job. I don't stack the cabbages. I don't go outside and I don't get cabbages either. No, I don't. Just like you're watching them deliver cocaine. But, you know what I mean? I'm not doing your job. No, that's not my job. They told me, no. See, they get it messed up, these dudes. Puerto Ricans. I call California, Illinois, Alley Universal. I call headquarters. I call headquarters of Walgreens. Yes, they think they got to know you didn't get away with nothing, boo-boo. I called. And this club that's across the street from Walgreens is like all dudes. One of the dudes walked across the street, his mouth was like that. Do you mind if I go in there and spray on cologne because I stink? I said, first of all, your mouth's moving. Secondly, you need to leave me alone because I'm not in a good mood. And it's called wash your ass before you come outside. Then you won't be stinking. I sat there and it was the same exact cars. The same people. In and out all night. I said, these are the same people. I said, why do the same people keep coming into the store? And what gets me is that I believe that the lady with the Alley Universal uniform on is that boy's mother or girlfriend. Because I know he frequented the place because he had the code to get into the office. I had to ask somebody to let me in. You don't supposed to get a break, but I'm taking a break. I mean, I don't even know why. When we're in the front, we need to be in the back watching monitors. I'm not watching. No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing the same thing I do at Sisters of the Poor. I did the same thing at the airport. If I see the dot, I'll hit it. If I don't, I'm not searching for it. Now, this is what got me. When you use Lisa and you take a job, Lisa gives you a number and she lets you know you're accepted for the job. Now, I took it Yesterday, they got one for Sunday, and then they got another shift for the 3rd of next month. I didn't take them shifts because, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't see the 3rd, the 5/3/26 one because that lady put something in my eye and everything was blurry, so I just put no because I know how to put 2 for no. Right? Now, why is he at the site if he called out? And I'm explaining to him, I went through Lisa. I accepted this shift. She had 2 more other shifts. I gave him the dates. He was like, well, I'm just going to, you didn't even supposed to be here anyway, sir. Because he's like, oh, you got a ticket? Yeah, I got a ticket. Yeah, I do. And I was accepted. But what he did, he pushed my name out and put his name in. Like, I'm going to work for him and he's going to get paid. Because I know he did. Because I said, you know what? I'm not even going to go in that office and clock out. I'm going to wait till Lisa texts me to clock out. Lisa never texts me. You know why? Lisa texted him. Like, I'm like, oh no. I called early this morning. I had to sleep I didn't sleep there. I stayed up all night at Crossroads. Because the thing, they were like, oh no, when you reserve anything, you got to put a down payment on it. Because if you don't put a down payment on it, that means if somebody else calls, they can take that ride. I do it all the time when I take Rob or that other, not Rob, but that girl shift. I take a Uber back. And I did it at plenty of other jobs. They was like, oh no, you don't. No, that ain't how it goes. They got to have concrete. Because you know what I'm saying? If you don't keep it, then they take $5. And I know they took the money off the card. I got to call Nagin for my little change back. I took the electrical car, $25. They had a luxury car. And I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is the God's honest truth. That cop, the car never came at all. And it says reserve and pay. I reserved and pay at 11:30 a.m. in the morning to make sure that my ride will be sitting out there at 12:02 a.m. when I walked out at 12 o'clock. I waited to 12:04, I left. Now, this is the thing. The Uber rolled down, right? But when she came, and I was like, are you going to war? And she ignored me, turned her head. But when she came up, she had a cop. She was following behind the cop. And for some reason, everybody knew that I was coming. Everybody already knew I was stranded. Because the thing was, they wanted me to order another Uber. And like I'm saying, ain't nobody going to get this but people like me. They wanted me to order another Uber because that's the Uber I should have took in the first. I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't paying for my Uber. This is my money. So if I want to take an electrical car, that's my business. So as I'm walking by the police station, because they're waiting for me, because I hear them saying, I bet you this is about Millicent. So the cop rolled by. I was like, you know what? That murderer came to me again. Let me back up though. As I'm walking, I'm minding my business. I take my thing out. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking with it in my hand. You know, my, whatever I'm going to stab you in the throat with at the time. Because it's like 12 something a.m. in the morning. So this is what caught me. Something happened down that park. Right? I don't know if the car was there and the car went zooming down there or, you know, whatever. And they was like, give me my effing money and something else. And I was like, oh, it's popping off. Because I know it's a one way in, one way out. Because if it wasn't, I would have been truckled right through the park. Because I'm not scared to cut through. So as I walk past there's a guy in a red car. He's looking like, oh shit, like he know me. I'm like, just please keep going. Keep going. I'm not getting in your car anyway. You won't be saying we tricked or nothing else of that nature. Right? So now I'm walking minding my business. So the cop lies on me like 2 times with the Uber lady. So as I'm getting to the precinct, Cause I grew up all around South Providence. I've been running them streets since I was like 6 or 7. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of the dark. You know what I mean? Our mothers back in the day didn't take us out trick or treating. We went trick or treating on our own, and that's where we went trick or treating at. And that's where I took my kids trick or treating. My father used to say, "I don't care how much you take, but just leave some for the other kids." To his grandchildren. God rest his soul. So as I'm getting to the precinct, I hear, because they be hiding. They be like, "Watch, this is about Millicent." But then the cop rolled by me again. And I'm like, the murderer keeps coming to me. Them eyes, them bedroom eyes. They got spot, the dark, cold ones, but they got sparkle. And I was like, oh my God, them the most beautiful eyes I ever seen. And he stopped and was like, "What you say?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And I'm sticking my thing up my sleeve. He ain't worrying about what I'm sticking up my sleeve because he really thinks that, he just don't understand. So I'm saying, yeah, the murderer just came to me again. And he kept going. Then I started yelling at the building because I know somebody's over there because I heard them speak before the cop even drove up. And I was like, yeah, he's a dirty cop. It was like, well, I said, he's dirty. I said, I didn't ask about the crack house over there. The lady, I just asked her, did she know where such and such? She was like, yeah, you can walk right across the street and I'll walk you right down there. And then I heard it was whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take her right to get high with me. And we got up, I was like, where you going? I'm going to work. I don't know where you're going, but I'm going to work. So they're all coming in the store calling me snitches. And I said, first of all, I can tell you ain't nothing. You ain't associating with nobody because a snitch is somebody trying to get out of a crime they did. So they're gonna snitch on somebody else to free themselves. That's a snitch. I ain't doing no criminal activity, right? Okay. Oh, I'm backing up. Yeah, they was all coming in there calling me snitching or whatnot. When I'm like, all these dudes, the Puerto Ricans look just like they work for Alley Universal. And that club across the street didn't have nobody but dudes in it. I didn't see one female come out that club. So I'm telling the cop he's a dirty cop, right? And I'm like, and then the lady that's there talking junk to me, and I'm like, lady, if I didn't need this job, I said, lady, I'll come in here out of uniform and you ain't even gonna know who I am. That's the trouble. That's the thing, right? So somebody was arguing in the parking lot, and that little girl, I was like, what? I don't know. She was like 9. I was like, that ain't what I get paid for. She was like, yes, you do. No, I don't. I said, somebody come smack you right in your face, and I'm gonna stand here and take my time and call the cops. That's my job. Because some they was arguing. I think it was Chris or one of the two brothers. Somebody supposed to be fighting. I don't know who's fighting over me because Lord knows. Whoever it is, please leave me out of it. Right? And she keeps trying to tell, because first I went early, and she was like, well, where's she at? Because she belongs out here. And I guess the dude with the tight pants on, and I was inside saying, well, Alley Universal don't pay you overtime. If you early, you just early. If you clock in, you're not getting paid to clock in early. So she's telling the lady, I swear, that lady, either that boy's mother, I think it's his mother, because I think we was in Hartford Avenue, sober house together. And her son used to come. But she had a mask on, so I couldn't see her face. But she was on the bus, though. But when she was on the bus, she didn't have no bags. And she got off a bus stop. A bus stop before the one I got off. And for some reason, she made it to the store. Now, this is how I know she was stealing. And I didn't really know what was going on because, frankly, I didn't even really care. If you're going to let all them steal, everybody might as well come in here stealing. The black people walk in, they're right on them. Ain't too many whites coming in there. But all the Puerto Ricans gonna go put whatever they want in their sleeves. I caught like 3 or 4 people stealing, seen 3 drops. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I thought I would be in the cafeteria because everybody got a cafeteria. Supposed to have anyway. That was the worst job ever. I said, you do not try to worry about me coming back here, but I already called corporate on all yous because this is crazy. I told corporate the mob will make them pay 75% of what they made off of them. Because she started talking about, oh, she works in this federal building with this type of cop, that type of cop. I'm like, girl, cops go bad too. Cops are dirty too. And don't nobody care where you used to work. Right now, you're working at Walgreens. Why would you need two jobs? And I'm like, well, whatever she's on must have just kicked in. Now, this is the thing that got me. Because all the Puerto Rican dudes kept doing this. I'm like, first of all, even if you said I use drugs and I take a drug test, guess who's going to come back telling the truth? And guess who they're going to see as liars? Because you could say anything you want. They can call me at a drop of a dime and say, come take a drug test, and I'll be right there with bells on. Where's the swab? Let me put it in my mouth. Make sure I won't even drink nothing. Make sure I got a lot of saliva so we can suck it up quick and we can put it right in there. Right? But when you tell on me, I'm going to say, well, whoever told you, you need to have them come in here and take a drug test too. Because I want to do it with whoever's telling. Now I'm by sites like I rode by the Graduate. The dudes out there with a mask on. Why you got a whole full mask on? Your security, you don't even supposed to have your face covered up. Was you over there at the gay bar? So I was like, oh, these dudes look like they work for Alley University. And they're all Puerto Rican. All light-skinned, curly-haired Puerto Ricans. Right? And they all kept doing this to me. I'm like, you can tell them I'm snoring or whatever you want. Because I'm not scared to take a drug test. When I used to take my drug test for the temp agency down the street, she used to bring me the drug test. And we used to take it right in the street. She used to say, well, where you at? I would say, I'm here, da-da-da-da-da. She said, well, I'm coming. And she'll come with the drug test. I'll pop it right in my mouth. She was like, clean. I said, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Stop listening to what outsiders saying. Wherever I was, she needed a drug test from me, she would bring me the drug test and I will take it right in front of her. And we just have a conversation because it's hard. You got to wait till it gets soft. That means when it's soft, you got enough of your saliva to be tested. I'm like, everybody's saying I'm on drugs. Maybe the ones that's saying I'm on drugs need to be the ones getting tested. Right? So anyway, I go to Crossroads. You know, sometimes you got to dumb yourself down and play weak when you're really strong. But you got to be weak to make them even fall for the trap. Right? So I get in, they was like, oh, she was like, oh my God, I knew you was coming. I knew you was coming. I knew it. What happened? I was like, yeah, you know, the cop playing games or whatever with the Uber and whatnot. And then the black girls up there say, oh, she's lying, da-da-da-da. I said, first of all, if you reserve anything, you got to put a down payment on it. Because if you cancel, either you don't get your deposit down payment, it's called the deposit, back, or you get a portion of it back. Like if you cancel your Uber, you're supposed to pay $5, but then you get all your money back. I didn't get no money back yet because I didn't take no Uber. But I will be, when I get off here, I'm definitely trying to get my money back. I got an email from this tablet because it takes 2 days for the link to come through so I can put everything on my phone. So they was like, yeah, go sit over there, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I go sit over there. You know, sometimes, you know, you got to dumb yourself down to get to who you really want. So I was like, yeah, well, you know, and then the security guard, you know what? He looked like he smoked crystal meth because all his teeth are rotten. That's crystal meth. But he's huge though, so ain't nobody gonna really know that he's smoking crystal meth. But if you look at them raisins, I'm like, is that his teeth? I said, oh my God, he's on crystal meth. And then we started talking. They're trying to insult me, so I'm insult you. I said, they'll pay for you to get them titties taken out. Because he started rubbing all on his titties and shit. And I'm like, they'll pay. You can get that tissue taken out, your titties, so you won't have man boobs. I said, women and infants do all the transgenders operations. I said, you got medical? I said, yes, plastic surgery. Go to Rhode Island Hospital, right? Get in the right clinic, set up your appointment. They'll whip them titties right out. You talking about God, Jesus, and all that, and this and such forth, since they calling me liars and everything. Now I'm standing up. Now I'm preaching. Because it was a sister. Why are you intimidated by me? I'm just walking. I was like, oh my God, please. Da, 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 da. Like 30 years old, about to be see the course. So I was like, you know what? Thank you. I'm going to go catch my bus so I can eat and go to sleep and get up and go to work. Because the white boy on the bench was like, why don't you just call her? Won't you mind your business, shitty, because you're stinking over there. And if you touch me, I'm going to kick you in your face. Do not put your feet on me. He said, oh, no, I'm not. You better not. Right, so I'm looking at the whole site and whatever's going on, right? Ain't nobody watching the cameras. You understand me? Nobody's watching the cameras. Security's supposed to be watching the cameras, but for some reason it's always the desk clerk, the woman watching the cameras. So I said, can I go to the bathroom? They say, yup. The dealer was sleeping under the table. You couldn't see him, but I'm still on downstairs, right? I got a piece so bad my ankles are hurting. So I'm taking my time, but I'm seeing the transaction because, loyalty is loyalty. That man waited right till I went down there and bought his crack cocaines. You can't really see it on the camera because he's under the table, right? So I go upstairs. I was like, it's awful funny how they're down there selling cocaine, crack, and ain't nobody noticing. What? I was like, I'm just going to I'll be to talk to Q one of these days this week. So they're watching the man. Now, we all seen him go down there. We all know he didn't have crack when he went down there. Now, all of a sudden, they're watching him light his crack pipe. They throw him out, but where he get the crack from, though? And I'm telling you, I said, oh, you're going to throw out the crackhead, but not go down and get the deal because the deal is laying right underneath the table. Everybody, Poppy sleeping, fake sleeping, and whatnot because they know I'm coming. See, this is what you ain't taking over nothing. Because when I walk in the building, it may seem like you're taking over, but you really not because they're snitching. They know how to snitch without even talking. Not snitching. They know how to tell without even moving their lips and nothing. Poppy, you ain't even sleeping. Stop playing. If I kick you in the face. I said, who? Poppy was looking right at the dealer in his sleep. But his face was, everybody was looking like. Now, this is the thing. I go back today. I go get me a bag full of snacks. Them are some ignorant church people. Lord, the devil is on my back because I disrespected everybody. I did not care at all. If you try to disrespect me, you're supposed to be working for the Lord, watch the devil. Because I'm going to show you who I really am. I love the Lord and the Lord love me, but he's an unforgiving God. Jesus is forgiving. I keep saying the same thing, but me, the Lord's unforgiving. I can never forgive somebody that hurt me. I let it go, but I'm not going to forgive you. I get close. I get real close. I want you to think that I love you more than you love me. I want you to think that I'm your mother. And this is where Joyce messed up at. They thought I was not. I wasn't not, and I was praying. You see, they don't understand who I got to pray. to not jump over that desk and pull her out by the beady naps that she already got left, that dye did not burn out. So the girl that used to work in the women's shelter, she's all, and I'm like, girl, you ain't even clean no more. You know what I mean? You ain't even clean no more. Stop playing. You ain't clean. You in here using too. Now, this is the thing how Joyce messed up. I was sitting down. I was going through my stuff. But any time, given moment, I'll end up praying. They're saying I'm nodding. I'm not nodding. I'm praying. Do I look high to you? This is the same way I looked when I was sitting in Crossroads, getting ready to pop off because I'm this close. Okay? I'm sitting down and Joyce says, Millie the mutt, and the whatever she is, nappy headed coon says, no, Millie the mutt's right here nodding and snapped her hit her. I was like, girl, I'm not even nodding. You're not even clean. Go ahead now. Use in here, and Joyce says, well, now Millie's out. I can use whenever I want to. No, I'm not. And the other girl says, Millie did not use last night. I'm telling you right now. Stop saying you know what I'm saying? So I go outside and tell the butchers, the dykes, after I'm saying, this is why they got no trespassing for me. They invented no trespassing at Crossroads for me. You know what I'm saying? I started letting her know, stop playing with me. Stop playing. And she was like, you know what? I'm going to go sit down. Because they were starting trouble with me, her and Joy. Talking about nobody shouldn't be sitting over there. I was like, who you talking to? And Joyce was like, oh, she's talking. Oh, yeah, that's who she better be talking to. And I'm like, and whose mutt do I supposed to be? And that's when I'm letting them know I got hands. Stop playing. And I was like, Joyce, you have no clue. And I was telling everybody, I'm going to whoop her. She don't even know it. And Joyce is my age, so it'll be senior citizen on top of senior citizen. They already knew. Everybody from downstairs heard my voice. She went to get them. They was all running up. Now, the one that's popping off, talking about I'm not, and she went and got the security guard. The security guard was like, where's my gloves? It's a woman. I was like, it's whatever. And they was like, she's from Alley Universal. That girl put on her backpack. My cousin comes turtle, because I told his mother put him in karate, because we go together. Like that. He came out and said, what up, cuz? He was like, what up, cuz? And they was like, oh my God. Because we beat up the whole women's shelter together. She put on her backpack and left, and I went outside, and I'm letting them know. Right? Oh, yup, he was downstairs all dirty. What are you doing, dirtbag? Soon as he see me getting ready to act up, he came running out. I don't know, it was Chris, Keith, or whoever, but it's a brother. I said, oh, there must be a whole bunch of them. Now, Joyce don't understand. I know you let your son, I was yelling it so everybody can hear. I was like, yeah, Joyce don't know. Da-da-da-da-da. I said, yeah, Joyce be letting her son move in there too. I was like, yo, they was selling underneath this dude down there. He be's underneath the table sleeping, but he's moving rock too. And I'm telling homegirl, homeboy, you know what I mean? How you corrupt somebody that's trying to treat you bad. You feed them. Turn against me and feed them. Feed them what they want. Because that's what it is. They're kicking people. Joyce kicks people out. That's down for me. But Joyce don't know. I don't need nobody down for me. I said, I don't even care about her son. Because he got all that hair. I don't really got hair. If I braid it back, he got hair. Right? He was like, oh, yeah, my son. This is he was in Woonsocket. I wouldn't even, he's a bum. What are you talking? What are you so happy for? He's a bum. And I'm telling her, you know what I mean? I'm letting her know, Joyce don't know. I act like I love people. Love them so they can invite me in. Because I'm like a vampire. I got to be invited in. to your soul. Once I walk over that threshold and let you believe that I really love you more than myself, don't nobody love me more than me but the Lord and Jesus Christ. I said, she has no idea. I hate her. I hate her. Truth came out. I hate Joyce. I told everybody. She don't understand. I hate her. I just act like I love her because I got to get close. So close that she'll let me touch her. Hug her. Yeah. It's funny, I'm the mutt, but you agree with everything I say, you dumb rock. She's disrespecting you. You're not singing. They don't respect you, but they're gonna respect me. Cause I said that girl's pregnant, and I said it better not be Chris Keefs or whatever his name is today. I said I don't even know the little B. I'm talking to her in front of her face, but I said last night she's pregnant. And then I was like, yep, they switched off shoes. So that's the baby's father. I was like, girl, somebody need to talk sense to her. I was saying it's cold outside. It's cold. And I'm letting her know your baby's going to come out mean. And the boyfriend was like crazy. I said, yeah, I called Open Doors Church and now they're here because they was at Open Doors. See, this is the thing I don't like about Joyce. And I don't like how Joyce treats people. Right? Because somebody tried to do it to me. I was like, I bust you right in your face. Joyce makes them kiss her ass for a spot. That ain't what you do. And I'm listening to Joyce talk to him about, stop, shut up. That need talk. Because they need somewhere to stay. So she makes them think that they need her. They don't need you, bitch. They can wait till the other lady come out on 11 and come in here and get signed in. And I know for a fact that door's supposed to be locked at 10 o'clock. But they're letting them run in and out. I was just telling Joyce, letting her know I know everything. And I said, I'm trying to get in here. I tried to get in here to see Q, but I was tired. So I slept till like 1:30, 2 o'clock. That's what I don't like about Joyce. I don't. That's why I swear it's taking I wanna punch her dead in her face. Cause the way how she treats people, that's my stomach. I'm hungry. I only ate one time this morning. Right? This is your job. This is what you get paid to do. So why do they gotta kiss? They was like, oh, the girl was like, I know you're higher than her. They was like, no, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. But I'm trying to tell the girls outside, she's an alcoholic. Joyce is a crackhead. She's an alcoholic. You feed them what they desire most. But you got to turn against me, in which I don't mind. As long as you don't put your hands on me, all the eye rolling and talking, we can do that all day, but don't swing. Because then, things ain't going to work out the way you think they are. Because it's different when a person hits back. That's how you destroy a person that's making you kiss their ass. Because you need somewhere to lay your head. And they're getting paid to do nothing. Now, if I were at that crossroads, you know what I mean? I won't even, I'll have favorites or whatever. But, I'll follow the rules. I'll bend the rules, but I'll follow the rules. Right? If you want to sell, don't sell in here. Go sell outside. If I catch the crackhead getting high in here, you're leaving too because I know he got it from you. 1 + 1 = 2. It takes 2. You selling, he's buying. You both leave. Because that's how that works. But they won't hire me, though. Right? Now Joyce is in a predicament. because I heard it say the word. That's how the cookie crumbles. So anyway, Chris or Harry, Jerry, Jack, whatever he's calling himself, he belonged in jail. Because it was like, he's in jail. Child, I went right over here to this job. He was at the bar. Then he was down the park either getting beat or whatever was going or doing the beating. I don't know. Then he ended up at Crossroads. And he was like, is that Millie? And I don't know. They let him, they're letting him go out of all type of doors. For me not to see him, he had to go out around to the other side to get out and then go get his car. Because you can go out through the laundry room and all that, because that's how you come in when you're in the women's shelter and you're going to that side. So they let him go out of that way, but I heard him say, is that Millie? He didn't know who I was because I had this blind wig on until I started shadow boxing. That girl said, I am going over here to sit down, Joyce. I am not helping you. I said, yeah, because you already got one black eye. You don't want two. Now, what's his name? YNB Youngboy. He needs his flowers. I really didn't listen to his music because I didn't like his persona. I was like, ugh. Even though he's little Gorilla's father, that's y'all son. That's my nickname for him. I don't care what they call him, but I call him Little Gorilla. I listened to his music, and I don't believe he didn't win a Grammy. How do they still do MTV awards? He didn't win an MTV award. I don't believe he didn't win nothing. And I was like, is he talking about me? I cried at work. I cry. Every time I listen to his music, I cry. Because it's, you know what I'm saying? I can identify. I can understand wanting to take your own life. I can understand people turning on you. Everything. And then I heard somebody else. I was like, oh my God, I got to check him out. Because, why always rap about, you know what I'm saying? Be real. And stop smoking them stinking cigarettes. I'm giving the red rose for love. The yellow rose for hope. The white rose for pure. The black rose for death, because that's my signature. Them his flowers. And he needs to win something. I'm like, oh my God, he's in my top 20. I listened to one song before and said he was dope, but then I pulled off and said, I just need him to, he got to give me more than all, the swimming. And it ain't no swimming. I was like, there's no swimming. It's just pain. It's his soul. And I was like, is he singing about me? Who he signed to? Do he got a label? He can be so much more than a rapper. So much more than a rapper. I'm business savvy, and I know he can be so much more than a rapper. If he's marketed right, he can make somebody a rich, rich woman. Because he's so much more. So much more. There's a story behind him. There's a story to be told. And I heard it in his music. That boy can be a billionaire if he has the right representative. A billionaire. And the other dude, I'm going to listen to his music, because if that's the case, because sometimes they put one good song. I was like, oh, this is dope. He's dope. YMB, whatever his name is, young boy. I always say little gorilla's father because, what is it, YNB or NYB? I don't know. But he can be so much. If he's in prison, he needs to be let out. He can do the youth of America something wonderful. He needs the right person to market him. He can make me a billionaire. We both can be billionaires. And the same with the other dude, because, I got to listen to all his stuff. I listened to him when his dreads was short, medium, and where they're at now. And it's that's lovely, lovely. Hello, he deserves his flowers. Jay-Z, I don't even ask you for much. I'm always begging off your wife and your daughter. I will never steer you wrong. Never. And I'm telling you, he just needs the right guidance. Somebody that understands. That's it. I ain't gonna say the other dude's name yet because I thought it was him. But I was like, oh wait, this is somebody else. See, this is what I'm saying. He's ahead of his time. You know why? Because I found this dude. He's white. And I listened to his song of his. And then whatever YNB Young Boy came on. The same pain. Same story, but different. This man's in his 30s, or he might be in his, I don't know, but he's older than him. And I put them like this. People are ignoring it, but the country people got it. They got it. It's not, he's doing soft rock with his. YNB Young Boy is doing soft rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, if I was a drinker, right, I would have me some good tequila, a nice cigar. On a bad day, or if you just want to chill, dim the lights, turn them all off. Light your cigar, put on Young Boy. And this, you know what I'm saying? You can see the story that he's saying. Without even watching the video, you already know. If you're smart and you know how to comprehend, you can see his story. He is writing a story through music. And then I listened to the white boy. It's all about pain. And he's writing a story. And you can do the same thing with his music. And ain't all this rah, 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 and a nin, and oh my God, I'm like, after the third thing, unless I'm in the mood of hurting somebody, then that's when I listen to that. But Young Boy made me see, in my stomach, that I came too far to turn back. And just like the dude and the girl, because, I like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that look like somebody that ride a motorcycle, I listen to because I want to see what's going on. Right? But they were saying you can get over the pain, but once you're over the pain, them same people that caused that pain comes right back in your life. They try to make turmoil again. So now what you do? Even though you're not welcoming them in, but somehow you know how the devil is. He sneaks his way right through the crack. Now you're going backwards when you should just keep going frontwards. But I'm telling you, this boy can make somebody a billionaire if they represent him right, and they are in it to help him win. I'm telling you, he is in my top 20. Now, when I seen them have Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, Biggie, and who was that other one? And there was somebody else. Here from Janice. Oh, nope, that's her. Hello.
Are you here?
Yes. I've been here at like 7:30.
Why? What happened?
Because I'm supposed to be here for 8. And I was at the church
Oh,
in Providence.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're all right and you have everything you need for the night?
Yeah.
And if you see some food that you like, you eat it.
I know.
Good night. God bless you, honey.
Be blessed. Good night. Sleep with the angels.
Thank you.
Now, the song that Pray For Me, I'm like, oh God. That song was like, oh, let me get my phone. God, I kept thinking I was going to leave my phone. I thought I lost my keys. That's $15-$20 worth of quarters. They could have definitely got them something with that. It was like, you got to get who's going to rob me. Told you. I can't lose. Oh, it's NBA Young Boy. I can't lose. And pray for me. I mean, it was just the whole genre. I was like, they was like, girl, she ain't high. She's feeling NBA Young Boy. So they told me I was high. I'm like, child, my ankles started hurting, that bad foot swelled up. I was like, no, I gotta take a 15-minute break. They was like, yeah, she don't got black shoes on. He was like, yeah, we know Millie got a bad foot. Why she ain't sitting down anyway? So well, I ain't walking around chasing these people. First I was looking just to see. But I'm like, she's right there. She don't care. Why should I? Yeah, I'm feeling him. He needed one. So I'm like, oh, some of these rappers get swept under the rug that shouldn't. He definitely needs his. I don't never tell, but he definitely needs to win. He deserves to win. Lord, he deserves to put them stinking cigarettes down. He definitely deserves to win. He does. Cause the win your fans over, Alone in the Dark, that was a good one. To win your fans over, they want to know what you've been going through in your life. You don't talk about everything you got and how much you got. I definitely love Pray For Me. I lost myself. Lie after lie. And he just popped up. And this ain't even, I'm not even logged into YouTube on here. It takes 2 days. We tired of Kevin Gates popped up, but I ain't feeling him like that no more. Stay with me. Never broke again. He's ahead of his time. Because he's up there with old dudes. I don't know if you're old, sir. But, yeah. He can hold his own. I bet you he can go country. Stay with me. I was just grooving to him all night, or to 12 o'clock. Even when I walked, had to walk the crossroads, I was still listening to him. I just can't stop listening to Pray For Me. Still fighting demons, you ain't never lied, child. Crying in the dark. I'm telling you, I don't know, Jay-Z, if you know what I'm saying, just listen to him. It ain't even about where he's from, what he's repping. It's about the music. I say music. The music. That's what it's about. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just listen. Do not look at who he is. Don't look at no pictures or nothing. Just close your eyes and hear him. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Then you let me know. All right, Carissa Shields, let's get on this topic. You need to stop. You really need to stop. Because I swear, I'm trying to get, if they can get that, I think she's African. I ain't being disrespectful. If they can get that African girl a work visa to come over here and train, right? They need to get her to train for like 2. She just got to learn how to snap her hip. Because I'm telling you, one of her hips are both of my hips. I mean, this girl is huge. Huge. And she muscle up her body. 50 Cent ain't fighting papoose. What are you talking about? 50 Cent is a billionaire. Why would he want to get in the ring? He is not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was stupid. They just want Floyd to lose. If they get, that's why I'm like, Floyd, you are dumb. I was like, you stupid for doing that. And yet they probably didn't pay you as much as you made on your first fight. Why you trying to make Papoose money, not off 50 Cent? You won't. You're putting your foot right back in the flame. Right back in the flame. 50 Cent's minding his business. You started this trouble again. So now when he disrespects you, I don't got nothing to say about it. Because I asked him to leave you alone. Now all of a sudden here you are. I'm not fighting you. Because I'm 56. But I'm telling you, I'm trying to get that African girl to come to America. We need her to train up here. And I bet you $1 to a donut she'll beat you down. If she has the right, and it ain't going to take her long to get to you. Because them dust bunnies you for, I probably can beat them with not in the ring. She can, I'm telling you, she can cut right through them. Whap, 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 whap. Right to the chin. That girl got to be at least 6 something. Yep, and we're going to put her in the ring with men. Just like you do, we're going to put her in the ring with men. So she can be punched in the face too. And punched in the stomach. You just think he didn't even hit you hard and you dropped. If I teach that girl how to drop you, you will drop. I'm telling you, girl, I hit women so hard they didn't forgot that they was hit. They forgot what they was doing. You know why? Because I shook their brain. And trust me, I dropped a few. A few. I mean, a bow. They be like, and I'm still, they don't want to do, they get their, marbles together and be like, can you send the cops to da-da-da-da-da-da-da? They don't even know they're hit at the time. If I teach that girl how to hit you just right, boom, you're going down. I don't even know who she is. I just seen her. I'm like, oh my gosh, she need to come over here and fight Carissa. Because Carissa don't think she can be beat. But I know you got a fight coming, boo. Because you training and the other girl's training. I hope that's tree trunks. That's what I call it, tree trunks. Because you just can't stop starting trouble. You just can't stop bothering 50 Cent. from the ground up. You can't. 50 Cent ain't even bothering you. I don't even know where he is. I'm starting trouble with him and he is not biting back. Because he don't disrespect me. Yeah, not alone. But anywho, Carissa, yeah. And Papoose, for you to even, you know what I'm saying, think he's not even going to fight you. Nope. That ain't happening. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever, 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 ever. I'm like, this girl's retarded now. That was just a waste of my breath. That shows that you have no loyalty unless somebody's fucking you. That's it. If they don't got no dingling, because before you, Papoose, she was on 50 Cent. The proof was in the videos. And 50 Cent was like running away from her because he already knew what it was. That's why I'm like, I'm like on the borderline with you. I like you as a fighter, but I don't like you as a person because you're raggedy. You're raggedy. Right? Talking about and pick any woman you want. No, we're going to pick somebody that's going to, I know for a fact, because whatever happened on that last fight had you shook. I don't know who was that in the background yelling. Did Millie teach you how to fight? Because you fight just like Millie or Millicent, And you were shook. Whatever that girl did to you in that ring had you shook. Because the same way you watched me, she watched me too. But she perfected it. You didn't perfect it because you scared. You like, I don't want to hurt nobody, but that's what it's for. And she could have dropped you. She could have dropped you. I seen it. I seen it. She dropped you, but you caught yourself and laid on her shoulder. But ain't nobody watching that, though. But, who am I? But anywho's, yeah. So anyway, that lady Deborah just will not stop. She talking about, oh, she was at Crossroads all night. You better hope she got her money for the rent and still got her ticket. I paid my rent. Yup, here's my ticket. Now what's good? What's poppin', crackhead? She was like, oh, yeah, Laura, oh, you're trying to be old gangster lady. You know what? And here's my receipt to my rent. That's the receipt from the money order. I had to cut it, but you see it. See the date. I paid it today. See, that's a hater. Because, she running around early in the morning begging for meals. On wheels. She was like, yeah, I was only at Crossroads because I'm not going to pay no more money if I didn't even get my money back. So anyway, I get on a bus. I leave there about 4:30. Make it downtown. The first bus is at 5:15. Walking from Crossroads to downtown is like a 20-minute walk. I got down there at 4:59. And here come Keith. Flying. Being retarded. And I hear somebody say, you better not put your hands on my aunt. And I'm not playing. Because Keith's mad because I didn't take the Uber. And like I said, only again, somebody like me is going to get it. Keith, we are not together. Now, let me explain something. If this, what yous are doing, is a man's world, right? Why do you need my assistance? First of all, I'm not peddling drugs. Right? I'm not trafficking drugs. I'm not human trafficking. I'm not doing nothing illegal. So if that's a man's world that yous are living in, what would you need me for? Why would you need me in the Uber? See, that's why that Uber guy the last time tried to drop me way off the hill, because that's where the drop was. But I made him bring me all the way down the hill because I know what I put. I got receipts. You're not dropping me off here because that's where Keith, Chris, or whoever he's calling himself nowadays, he lives in that building. There's like another dude lives in that building too. They must be roommates. And they go with the same, I guess the Nuts are sisters. If it is a man's world, what do you need me for? I keep saying Keith ain't nobody. Keith ain't nobody without me. He needs me. I don't need him. And he will not use my services. No, he will not. They was like, we hate Keith too. I'm ready to put money on his head. I was crying. Because he won't leave me alone. And these are people with money. And that's what all the women are saying. So anyway, I go to the mall. Oh my God, that chicken was so good. But the rice, I made the same rice I got there. You know what I mean? But the chicken was marvelous. So, and I'm dancing, right? So the dude with the blonde hair, oh no, that ain't the same lady either with the bags. That is not her either. Because she wear a wig. That's a wig on her head. That ain't the same lady either. These two ladies had natural hair and they was Dominican. I ain't falling for none of that you's are doing. And each of them had 5 bags. When she came back in, she had 10 bags. And then one of them had uniforms on. They had street clothes on. Right? So the white guy with the pepper and white hair, all of a sudden he pops up. So you know I'm doing me. And he's married. They're telling me I'm lying. That man is married. His wife was like, go ahead, do you. You know what I mean? Because I guess he was like, if you do him, I could do me one. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do him. So then, and the cops there. They keep saying it's a lie. This is the truth. So now I leave the mall with my food and I'm still dancing. Now the cops on the same side as me, but there's somebody watching across the street and I'm dancing doom and I was like, and the wife was like, oh, that's how you want her to go down on you. Now they're saying I'm lying. I'm telling the God's honest truth because we all go to the same plays and whatever. We all be there together. So whoever's across the street was saying, it was a man saying, well, now why are you running away from Millie? You follow all over the place. Now you're right there face to face. You're running from her because he's a punk. I don't got time for punks. I'm not playing none of your ABCs and 1, 2, 3 games. You know, I keep telling you that. Then I'm going home this morning. There go the cop with the dog, the drug dog, running in front of the bus. Why are you even at the barracks? Across the street from, they was at Bally's, but the barracks is across the street. Right? I'm telling everything because I'm not in your way. Yous keep being in my way. Stay out of my way and I'll stay out of your way. And I swear to God, when I got to the building, somebody else, see, I told you she was going to tell. I sure did. I'm not doing none of that stupid stuff. No, I'm not. Why should I jeopardize me for you? We ain't even cool like that. That's what I'm saying. If it's a man's world, leave me alone. Let me be in my woman's world. I don't need nothing from yous. Yous need something. I'm like, yous can do the drug deal yourself. I don't know. All of a sudden the red light was on the camera on the bus. I'm like, is that camera on or off? Because if he's turning that camera off and didn't turn it on, he's going to get in trouble because they're going to know. As soon as you get on the bus, you're supposed to turn the camera on. And it was a red light. I'm like, is it on or off? Because Keith had to get up out of his bed and go do his drug deal face to face. Because I didn't get in the Ubi. Let me go do my round. But you know, it is what it is and what's it going to be. The Lord definitely takes care of me. I I swear to God, I brought this sweat thing and it rolled right underneath my damn stomach. I should have got an extra large. I was like, girl, tell me I'm patting myself. I said, put your elbow right, that's my stomach. She said, oh shit, yeah, it is. Somebody was in my bag. It's so cold. It ain't cold, but you know. Oh, did you see how now this is what I'm saying. They raided Mexican mafia in California. Now this is a strange thing, right? I complain about the same thing going over here in Rhode Island, but ain't nobody doing nothing. Where's the FBI? Well, you know the FBI in Rhode Island ain't gonna do nothing because when I called them in distress, they hung up on me. I had to call Maryland, right? Why they messing with the mafia mob? The cartel do the same thing. Even the nickel and dime drug dealers are doing the same thing at Bally's. They're doing the same thing that Diddy got arrested for. And I'm going to keep saying it. Prostitution. Even a Chinese place on North Main Street. Same thing as Diddy. Diddy, they got out 3 times. They just got arrested again. And I was been saying that ain't nothing but a brothel. That's all it is. I bet you half of them Cambodians or whatever they was that was downtown getting phones, they was probably right there working because they raped the little children, right? But the older adult that is too old to work gotta take care of the ones that they're raping because first the owners gotta bust them open and teach them how to have oral sex. Because that's how that works. Yeah. This is their 3rd time, Diddy. You got busted 1 time and look what happened. And I've been there for years saying it was a brothel. I was asking, what's going on? I went, well, what's that? She said, come in. I'm like, no, but tell me what it is. She's like, come in. I'm like, no. A storefront. They won't even rent me a storefront. So, well, you'll have it all. Well, they got it open too. I told half of them ladies, you was trying to disrespect me. I bet you your husbands was there. Yeah. It was, I don't know what they got them for this time. But the first 2 times was for prostitute. It's the 3rd time because they was over there on Animal Street. And they got braided. So they went over there and got that spot. I don't think they own the building. I think they rent the building and the landlord don't care. Oh, see. I only brung this one because these came 3. I only brought this one because Cinderella's almost done. She just got a little bit of white. The lion's almost done. But yeah. I was like, why they over? You know what I mean? And it's funny. I'm not. Oh, yeah, I got some more chips. But they say people are snitching. I do see him up in the air, but I don't know if that's why he got in the air because he was paddling. Now that's snitching, doing something because they got something on you. Once they got something big on you, you got to tattle for the rest of your life. Oh, let me read my note. This is what it came in. This is the free stuff I got today. You get a rotary bead. These was made by hand. I never seen the copper one. Because they know I don't like the plastic. This is copper. I'm there showing you the bag because these are children making the bags. And I don't know, maybe an aunt, uncle, a stepfather, a father might be like, oh yeah, she read your note. It says the Lord will visit, the Lord will wait to be gracious to you. For the Lord is a God of righteousness. Blessed are all who wait for him. The Lord will take care of you from the past to the present, now forever on. Amens. They give you booties. You wear them 2 times and wash them. They get these are little packets they give you. I'm going to give these to the rabbits because I don't eat cream cheese crackers. I will eat these though. And he gave us a little go squeeze. Detergent wipes. I don't know who might get body with that. And some Corel singles. Now let's read this note. And trust me, I'm going to eat all of it and use all of it. Because you use them wipes when you go piss. It says, my name is Peter. I'm in middle school. Peter was worse than me. And I just wanted to let you know that you are seen. We see your troubles and care for you. We may not be able to do much, but here are some things to help you. God loves you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Numbers 6:24. That's from Peter. He's in middle school. Lord, they were running over. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, are you gonna get the food or go to the clothes? You can't do both. People gotta be other places. And she's stopping the line to say food. I said, I don't want none of that food, sir, at all. Because I don't know who made it, but, and the Puerto Rican lady was laughing. I don't want none of that food. My breath stinks. Lady, I brush my tongue every day. I drink strong coffee, but my tongue definitely be brushed. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Any little lie, they just latch on to. That's why you go through trials and tribulations. You don't see it as trials and tribulations, but it is hard to play with rosary beads. I already know that. Divine mercy. She was like, do you want pork or we got ham, we got turkey. I said, turkey, do you don't want, I don't eat pork, lady. Thank you though, ma'am. Do you want to, no, I don't want an apple. But I can definitely eat apples with teeth or without teeth. But I don't want no apple, and I do not eat bananas. I take the bananas and squish them up for the rabbits in the back. But I will take some of them tangerines, even though I got my own tangerines in my bag. But I'm going to take yours too. They might be sweeter than mine. Then they had pads. I was like, you don't need none of them pads, girl. See, don't insult me because I'll insult Ann every time. She was like, oh my God, hi, how you doing? I was like, yeah, hi. We talk. She said, you want an apple? I said, no. I said no. You see what I'm saying? Don't cross that line with me because you'll never win. It was like, oh my God, yeah, oh yeah, God is right. Demons. They got a message too. They was like, the Lord, Jesus Christ was like, some of them love Jesus and some of them's fighting for the devil. And we know every which one that is. Then they had people singing. I'm like, he was like, listen to the devil sing. And it wasn't the devil, it was Jesus Christ, because he ain't stupid either. He took the Lord's spot today. I guess God said, can you go down? Just go ahead, son. Use her vessel that's hear what she hears, see what she see. These people are demons. They deserve to die. A treacherous death. That's why them things are falling out the sky. It's going to clock somebody in the head sooner or later and burn right through their scalp. It's going to come right out their coochie or their balls. Because it's only going to go down. It depends on how rich, but hopefully it's straight down. Jesus was like, oh, listen to the devil sing. Yep, listen to him. Listen to him sing. I swear, inside the brain, I was like, no, because she's the devil. How can you love the Lord, but you call black people monkeys? Use those, and I mean all of them. Every single last one of them. Especially the man with the wife that throws up all her guts. See, you cannot intimidate me because your wife is a skeleton, sir. Your wife is walking on broomsticks. Her bones and her shoulders stick out. You can count her ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how are you going to try to disrespect me when you got an anorexic at home, don't know if she's going to live or die in her sleep? Then you don't even know if she's going to wake up the next day. So how can you try to embarrass, intimidate me when your wife is sick, retarded, and stupid and dumb? And I believe if she left you, she can get the help that she needs because you're a cheater. And I'm going to tell the story again. He is mad because I wouldn't sleep with him. And that's the God's honest truth. So he became to start to disrespect me. Just like the dude at the library, his wife hates my guts, but you hate me, but it's your husband that wanted to get between my legs. But you don't hate him because you go to bed with him every night. And he still likes me. I walked by the library a couple of months ago. He was right out there doing number, waiting for me to walk by. Because all their friends are down with it. He knew just when I was coming. And he still wants to be with me. But the one that's trying to insult me with your anorexic wife, that's God punishing you. You don't even see Jesus is punishing you through her. Her hurt, her pain is your hurt, your pain, your embarrassment, your misery. She makes you miserable so you want a side chick. So you can deal with what she got going on when it's time to go home after you leave her. And I said, that's your wife? I was like, you know, your husband tried to sleep with me, right? He was buying me new clothes and everything. Tights, everything. And then I'm like, I'm not sleeping with you because, or messing with you because you got a wife that's sickly. And then when he tried to disrespect me, I started disrespecting his wife. And Ann jumped right in and gave me that. I didn't even know they had Eaters Anonymous. I thought it was a recovery book. I said, Lord, this is Eaters Anonymous. But it's just like recovery, but it's just for people that can't eat. Pep Salt was salt from Salt and Pepper. Yeah. She was an anorexic. I said, girl, you crazy, because I ain't no way. It's like I told Mary J. Blige's sister, what you stopping yourself for? You don't even get on stage. Just because Mary want to stop herself don't mean I'm going to stop myself. I ain't the one performing. That's what happens. And then tonight he tried it again, but you can't embarrass me. Because your wife is an embarrassment to you. And you got to remember that. Every time you see me, you getting ready to do something shiesty, you got the Lord's going to whisper in your ear. You keep trying to embarrass Millicent, but your wife is an embarrassment to you. That's what I'm like. How can you even love Jesus Christ? And you call black people monkeys, call the Puerto Rican spicks, but still ain't it. You get on your knees and pray to God every day. And that's no word of a lie. You can never embarrass me because every time I see your wife, I be like, yup, that's your biggest disappointment right there. And I mean, I said, you brung her out here like that? That's like he's in that, he's punishing her. Because she probably said, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to. He probably made her go so he can punish her because he's that type of man. I don't even think she works. I think he holds everything down. That's why I'm like, before you try to come for me, you best to look at what you wake up to and go to sleep to every night. Having sex is like having sex with a skeleton with one layer of skin on him. Because when they can count your ribs, girl, it's time to eat a hamburger or something, Toya. But anyway. Because this, I think I'm going to take and eat these turkey sandwiches. I don't know, I got to smell it and do all that. Because they look like they're a good time. That's why I don't like eating them when they give me the good stuff. Because I don't trust it. Yeah, they had a nice sweater. I'm pretty sure he sat that sweater there. And it was holding up so I can see it because it's from him. I'm not wearing a sweater, sir. But that's how the cookie crumbles. That lady hurt me. I mean, that man hated me so much. He got me no trespassing at the library. But the cops let me stay outside on the porch. Well, technically, she ain't in the library, so ain't nothing we can do. So I can use the internet for free. You see that? Because the cops knew what he is. He's a trickster. He likes to have sex with women and take care of them and then go home and look in his wife's face. She still sits at the front desk of the library. It's the kids. I probably beat a couple of them. Well, I did. They just took over the library because it's a family thing. Good night. That's where I got that purple coat from. How all of a sudden different, they're getting blue ones and purple ones. I'm like, child, I'm still keeping my coat. He bought me that coat. And he brought me a white one, but Bobby gave it away and he beat Bobby up. Bobby sitting up there like an old beat up queen. I was like, hey, Bobby, you always gossiping. Somebody punch you in the mouth, then you're going to stop. Talk about I'm just mad because that boy, you just mad because ain't nobody going up in your fish no more. Because Bobby is gay. And I got these are cute. These are Ariana Grande's. So I'm getting these for this winter. Yep. Gianna Grande fragrances. Your gift. I guess she gave these away with whoever. They didn't give her the perfume though. Cozy earmuffs. I guess this was one of the gifts. It probably was him because he's supposed to get him. They supposed to went with the white coat. Look, they got these. That's like the lunches at school. They gave a whole bunch of snacks though. I don't know what type of turkey that is, but that is too much turkey for that bone. I'm gonna give the meat to the rabbits. I'm gonna keep the blood though. This good bread is fresh. So yeah, I definitely didn't get the fragrance. Is it coming? I don't know. I'll take any perfume for free as long as it ain't diamond and none of that stinking jasmine. So, oh yeah, let me read my little, cause I'm getting ready to get off after I read this, cause I'm gonna eat and I really want to watch a movie, so they can think they got me trained. You know what I mean? Cause I'm shutting down myself again. That's what I do to get back in connection with me. I shut down. They don't understand. I'm shutting off feelings. You know what I mean? Cause when you don't got no love in your heart, right? When you ain't gonna feel, it is what it is. What's it gonna be? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back to me. But when you say I'm tranked or call me a mutt, I'm going to prove to you who I am so we can get an understanding. And for me to get you to get understand, I got to shut off my feelings. Because I got to make sure when you disrespect me, if I got a glass bottle in my hand, I will bust you upside your head with it, and I need to be able to walk away and leave you there leaking to think about the disrespect you just did to me or said to me. That's what people need to understand. Just like in Woonsocket, they're trying to push my buttons. The only reason why they're pushing my buttons because they want what I have. That's why like, yeah, get ready to go in there and go through that shit and take whatever you want because she didn't pay her rent. Girl, mind your business because you don't know what I'm doing. Right, man, in the face? Look just like a man in the face. You got a mustache in the beard, purity man, but only thing, you had children. So that lets me know you're a woman. Because other than that, I'm like, everybody's like, is she a transgender? I don't know. But she said she got kids. I tell her son all the time, your mother and father must have been brothers. Because you look just like the both of them. I bet your mother looks just like a man. You sure you ain't adopted? But you can't be because you look just like your mother father. Meaning she looked like a man, but she had a kid, so she's a mother and a father. Not a father, a father. So yeah. And God so spoken and said, you will be forgiven for the sins that you have committed against humankind because they deserve it because they're snakes in the grass. Not poisonous. They're just them snakes you can pick up and you just sling them somewhere else. That's what they are. They're that because all they're going to do is run their mouth. So that's why I'm always forgiven for my sins. Because how can you say you're a child of God but still, and yet you're trying to torment a human being to do something wrong so you can have what she worked hard for? Who does that? The devil. The devil. I shop at Salvation Army. What I'm getting ready to wear to the concert, I got from the Salvation Army, from the shoes. I gotta buy me some stockings. From the shoes to the dress to the brand new panties I got from Salvation Army. Well, if I wear stockings, I don't need no panties, but nevertheless. They act like I'm going to Saks on Fifth. You know, just like that dude stole my wig, went way downtown to give it to Lacehead to cut it up. But what do that mean to me, though? Because I got half of my money back. You waste a whole day out of work, a few hours to come way downtown to give Lace, knowing she's scared of me because the husband like, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to make a name for herself because, number one, she didn't take the wig. You brung it to her. Number two, it's dangerous to even mess with me in problems. You should have brung her the wound sock because if I would have busted in the face of problems, I'm not going to jail. And these are all men. All men want to fight me. For what? It's a man's world. I'm in Millie's world. Use it in your men's world, but it's really bitches' world. But we're going to let them be men because that's what they buy. I bet you they got a pussy right behind their balls and they get their period every month. That's why when they have an attitude, that's their period. They're just mad for no reason because they're on their period. It takes 9 people to figure out how they're going to try to set me off. Because their brains are tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, this rose is I would, but this is why I don't. It would be better if it had shimmer to them. I don't know, I might bust them off with some type of glitter. Powder glitter. That boy drove all up in this yard. Being retarded. He just won't. Now he's starting trouble with me. Told you. And he got a family. But for some reason, he's not happy where he is. But I don't want him either. You gotta make the best out of what you got. Oh yeah, because I'm getting ready to get off. Heat up my food because there's good movies on. It says a sensitive and helpful encouragement to those living life at its closure, meaning it's getting ready to close, meaning you're passing, into living it with openness, faithfulness, and hope. Beautifully done. Before you pass, you want to change and live your life, the best life you can live, because you're on your last leg. That's why I'm like, this lady died from something. And accompanying the dying has come to know the Mr. Mark dying. Yup, she was dying. She's dying. Just like I said, I don't know. I think it's that lady. I'm bringing all these books right to her because she takes used books. I think she gives me these books. Somebody buys books and brings them in there so I can get them, but there ain't no books there. Everybody took the books, ain't reading them. It says, Lord, make me a vessel and an instrument of peace. Let me not cling too tightly to this life as you teach me to let go. That means you're getting ready to go see, be judged. Help me to go in peace and let others also go their ways in the perfect peace only you can teach. Amen. The strife is o'er, the battle done. The victory of life is won. The song of trumpet has begun. Hallelujah. In the midst of this particular suffering, I pray, calm me. Let your peace surface me, body and soul, and let me lie down and sleep in peace. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Amen. Out of the depths I cry to thee, Lord God, oh, hear my prayer. I can't wait to read this book. I just gotta wait to get my glasses. At destruction and feminine, you shall laugh and shall not fear the beasts of the earth. Lord, please forgive me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Loving Creator, as you knitted me together in my mother's womb, unknit me in due time and release me into the new life you have prepared. In the meantime, make me patient and those around me also welcoming each day I am given. His purpose will ripen fast, unfolding every hour. O Lord, make me know my end and what is the measure of my days. Ooh, Palms, I'm going to read that one. I got to find it in my Bible. Holy One, you have located us in time and space. Help us to take each step of this journey in due time, knowing there is a time to wait and a time to act, a time to hold and a time to relinquish, and to remember each day that all our times are in your hands. Amen. Be thou our guide, while life shall last in our eternal home. Yeah. To all my little soldiers, female and male, get this book and read it. It's going to help you understand how precious life really is. When you read somebody else's struggle and how she began to accept that she was dying, then you'll start appreciating life more, because you're going to take her journey. I want to read her journey to the heavenly gates. I want to see how her time ended, to make me understand how precious. Well, I know how precious life is. I need to learn how precious life really is through somebody else's eyes, because I won't hesitate to take a life. Even I was like crying, oh, I can't have life. I will take your life in real life. But I need to understand how precious her life was to her, because I know how precious my life is to me. But for an enemy, I don't think their life is precious to them, because then they would leave me alone. So I just want to read her journey and how she seemed to come to the light. I just want to see her read her journey, be a part of her journey. I don't want to read the end, because I usually read, I just want to see, I just want to save. I can't wait to get my glasses. I got a lot of good books. I'm going to sit them right at that lady's door that I believe that gave them books to me. Because there was an author there. And they was like, don't let her in. They won't let me come in. Just like, you know what? I walked by Matheson. He's fresh out of jail. This is why you don't stay clean. He's colored. and the two white ladies was over there laughing. I don't know, they was praying or something. I don't know, they was people was just praying for me to come downtown. I don't know why. So one of my little senoritas got married. I was like, oh, let me see. I want to see her dress. Let me show. She showed me her dress. She was like, thank you. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome, baby. I ain't gonna tell you what she said, but you welcome. Anyhow, so I'm like, is Matheson open? Everybody ran aside because everybody's scared. I don't know what they're scared for. They wasn't scared when they was digging up the demon. I buried it, but they just keep digging her up. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And the two, whoever them two ladies was laughing, and the other two was standing there looking retarded because they already had their plate of food. I'm like, is it open? Like, just is it open? And I'm staring at him. They're saying she's looking at him like he's a dumb nigga. Not be I because he was really acting dumb. But the expression on my face said it all. He was like, do you mean for the meal or do you mean just open? I was like, Lord. I looked at the other people. I said, I gotta pray. It was like, that dude was like, he is a dumb nigga. And I turned back around. I said, no, just in general, is it open? He said, well, for the meal, it's closed. I said, well, I really didn't come for the meal. I'm just coming in to stop through and leave right out the door. He said, but they're having a play from 3 to 5. I'm like, what? Whatever he was saying, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go get my free snacks and go mind my business because this is best for me. I said, you know what? You are freshly out of jail. I give you a month, and I give people less time than that. I said, because every time black people volunteer there, you get ahead of yourself. Let it go to your head. Then you're getting high in the bathroom like everybody else. I said, I give you a month. And they was like, she gave you more time than everybody else. And I just went about my business. I don't know what the play was about, even if it was a play, but I'm like, you know what? I should have known they was closed, but he was being stupid because they was already closed because everybody that left Matheson was at Cadogan Square. But I don't think he knows who I am, and he's stupid and dumb. Oh, my God. That little Mexican was crying. I was like, oh, he was saying the same thing. They get a little bit of power. That's why we were saying the same exact thing, because they sit right there in the door of their restaurant, smoking their cigarettes, watching them smoke, crack, and do all their dirt in back of that building. That's why I was like, them people I'm like, if I was you, I would not come out after dark in Providence Hotel, downtown Providence, because they be all around there screwing, getting high. Some guy was in his window. I'm like, you in the window, take your towel off. He was like, well, I was like, take your towel off. He shut the window though. I was like, don't take, I was in that same room, take your towel off. But yeah, it was like, well, where is she? I know what, Deborah. I swear for God. I got it all with. So I go to pay my rent, right? I had a rough night, so I'm like, almost forgot. I was like, let me see if I got my wallet, and that reminded me. And I seen the money. I was like, oh, let me go pay my rent. Now let me tell you about love. I keep telling you, stop playing with me. Ain't none of you's gangster. You's are all like 4'2", 4'3". I swear, I will smack you so hard, I will twist your jaw. Right? I said, yeah, I came to pay my rent. She was like, oh, now I'm like, girl, listen. So I get up from the table and first I'm messing with the locks, because I always do. I'm just, praying misery on all of them. All who touch this lock. I was like, you know what? You need to stop listening to Deborah, whatever her name is. I don't even know her name, and I really don't care. I said, because I don't spend my money on crack. I said, that ain't what I do. I said, I don't get high. They got to be talking about me, and they're the ones that, you know what I'm saying, strung out. I don't know if she went to Victor, but. And I walked out. I said, I'm telling you, stop listening to that B. Deborah, whatever her name is, because I'm not playing. I'm like, you need to be worrying about whose dingling she's sucking to pay her rent and to make ends meet. Because she's right over there back with Manny. And they said, she's outside getting high with Manny. I was like, what? She's outside getting high with Manny. Like I said, I don't know what goes on. Then they're talking about Providence, this, Providence, that. First of all, you're a liar because you said you from Woonsocket, number one. Number two, nobody cares if you're from Providence. I tell my own dirt, so you can't tell dirt on me, so nobody cares. I don't care if you're related to the Johnsons, the Jordans, the Walkers, or who gives a damn. The devil. Who cares? Because I can beat you outside. What you gonna do? That's why she never leaves Woonsocket. She do not, if she leaves Woonsocket, yeah, because you know. She never leaves Woonsocket. Now, the thing is, I know who's in love with me because he was crying. Because I wasn't home. Child, they had two city cars. Two city cars, and it was a woman. They came to find me. They found me. I was sitting right there. They was like, what happened? I was like, they canceled my Uber or whatever happened. I said, I'm waiting for the bus. As soon as the bus starts running, I'm getting on the bus. They'll go home and go to sleep. He called big boys. They came out. I'm going to tell you who they was the mayor's drivers. The mayor and the governor's drivers. That's who they was. They got that call. I'm hanging out at Crossroads or whatever. And I had to tell them what happened. And they made sure I was all right. They made sure I got right back to where I was going. He came again. I'm like, look, I'm this because they know. They said, why do she keep Millicent starting trouble? They said, there's certain rules that let me know what it is and what's it going to be. But yeah, the mayor and the governor sent their drivers out. And the little lady came from Woonsocket. Half of Woonsocket, they came out and they see me saying, Millicent, da 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 da. You know what I mean? That's why I keep telling them I stayed there. That's why no trespassing came, real popular around there. And I'm telling you, they blackballed me. The only place I can get into was the Mission. The Mission takes me because the Mission is my brothers. Yep, and then I started getting into the sober houses. But it's crazy, but that's how life works though. You know what I mean? Like I say, they'll take any little lie and run with it. Any tiny lie and run with it. And people believe them. Like I'd be like, oh, these people are the devils. Because I'm not coming outside to hang out and run the street unless I'm going somewhere. That's the bottom line. They just want you out just to be hanging. No, I'm not doing that. It's a man's will. Leave me in the house. So now they have all their girlfriends in the shelter. They make them stay in the shelter while they out in the street. I'm like, that's retarded because it's a shelter. It's not your own personal space. You're 75 and you're sleeping on a bunk bed. I mean, come on now. When is it ever going to end? Right? They're trying to make their women into who I am, but you can't. Because if she wasn't like this, I was always this way at the beginning of my life. I know how I did both. Like I said, my mother had me and everything. I was like, God damn, can I just, for me to do what I wanted to do, I had to do what she wanted me to do. I always wanted to do what the boys did, but she wanted me to do what the girls did. So she said, well, if you can keep up, you can do both. That's why I know how to let my man be a man if I had one, when it was time for him to be a man. I know how to step back. But I don't got one, so hey, you can have this man's world. I don't know if it's always the man's world when you's always crying to your girlfriends about A, B, C, and D. And all the letters in the alphabet. Well, anyway, you know what, Marlon? Me and Marlon had good times, but we're not going to talk about that because they think I'm crazy. And this was before you was rich. It ain't like you owe me anything, Marlon. It was before you was rich. We was children. The that was in New York visiting. For some reason, I just couldn't stay away. I would have been something. I just couldn't stay away. Well, I am something, but I could have been rich, but I couldn't stay away from my mother. I knew I didn't have that much time with her. I seen her sight before she did, so I was like, oh, I need my mother. They was like, what, you getting homesick? Yeah, Lord, you got to come get Millie, because she's, and plus I was, Lord, when my mother's back was turned, I turned into a whole nother monster. But anywho, if you didn't watch Marlon's movie on Netflix, you need to watch it. That I'm gonna watch it tonight because I'm here. It's gonna be quiet. I'm gonna eat and enjoy the movie. It is twisted. It's twisted. I'm like, what is going on? It's like so twisted and dark. Oh, they're demons. They're demons. And it's about selling your soul to the devil to become the best you can be. Nobody greater than you. And you see what I'm saying, Mom? Leave me alone. You just need to leave me alone. But can I get a couple of weeks? It is like so dark, but you're selling your soul to the devil, right? And then his hero sold his soul to the devil, right? And he took his hero spot. And then his hero is like, you know what I'm saying, to be the best football player you can be, but you're selling your soul to the devil. You're signing the paper. You know what I'm saying? You're taking, let me stop telling the movie, but basically it's selling your soul to the devil to become the best you ever been in your life. To go to greatness. You sold your soul to the devil for greatness. And it's twisted. I don't think the sisters can watch it, but it will be a good watch for the elderly. Let them have movie night. Pop some popcorn. Well, they deserve pizza. Buy some pizza and have movie night for them. And let them watch him. I need them to watch that because then they're going to understand when I be saying people sell their soul to the devil, but they always think it's God. And it's always not God or Jesus Christ. So it's the devil. Because they became great at what they was doing fast. But I ain't going to tell the twist. But anyway, yeah, if you didn't watch him, please watch him. I'm getting ready to watch it right now. Warm up my chicken fried rice I made. You need to watch it, y'all. Watch it. Then I'll dine it out later. That's what I gotta keep because my ovaries are hurting. I gotta feed that frog that's gonna fall out those. Leave me alone, boy. Go about. We are done. Done, 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 done. Anywho, yeah, watch him. Cause that's what I'm gonna watch. That's some twist. I was like, what is? But then I was like, oh my god. Cause I really wasn't paying attention. Cause I'm diamond dotting, and then I'm trying to do me. And it's like, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch it again tonight or Sunday when I got something to do Sunday, but Monday. I like to, you know what I'm saying? Early in the morning, that's that type of movie when I'm just like waking up, stretching or whatever. And, drink my coffee, take my medicine. I took my medicine in 4 days. I'm getting ready to get back on it though. But for me to turn into a beast, I gotta stop taking it. But yeah, yeah. Cause once I take my medicine Monday, I'll be relaxed. And I'll just want to lay around. Mondays, I just lay around. I don't diamond dot or nothing. That's why they don't know if I'm in there, if I'm not in there. I'm just relaxing. Got my cankles up. You know what I mean? Everything I need is on my bed, or on that tray. And I just chill. And I just watch the news or whatever, whatever. Then I turn on movies and I just chill all day. I ain't really doing nothing but chilling. Trying to get right with myself. Because sometimes you go to no return. And after no return, I'm like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Up like they're warning me. I see it. It depends on how bad the hurt is. Let's talk about the judge. Then I'm going to get off. That boy shot. This is what I'm saying. Rhode Island is effed. That boy shot somebody and got out on his own personal conduct. And he is not a stranger to crime. Now, I heard he got 5 Gs. I'm like, that's pennies. That is pennies. That is pennies. He's a sucker type of judge because he takes pennies. Usually, you can't even, you know what I'm saying? You got to put like 2,500 straight like that. Depends on how the crime, but ain't nobody taking 5 Gs, 10 Gs no more. Not even 15. They want like 25, 50. I don't know who you're dealing with, son, but well, when you make peanuts, you get peanuts. You know what I mean? Pretty crazy. Now, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm quoting comb overs words. If you get caught doing drugs in the United States of America, you will not be able to come back. So by law of his mouth, that motherfucker was fine. I'm telling you, he looks, Lord, that gotta be his brother. That's why I cried. I cried. It's beautiful. I mean, he was fine. I was like, oh my. I cried because I know who he's related to. I cried like a baby. So by Trump, he supposed to get deported and never be able to come back. But they're talking about drug trafficking, human trafficking, um, what else did he have? He had like 5 crimes though. But still, he should be able to go back to his country and never come back over. Listen, Poppy, I'll marry you. I swear I will. You can take my last name. That is crazy. I swear. I cried because he was so beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. His hair was just, oh my God. Like Mark Anthony's looks. You ever see Mark in real life? His hair is like silky, silky black. And when I seen him, I was like, oh my God. And I cried like a baby. Same crimes as Diddy. Diddy, I ain't lying. I hate to keep bringing you up, punk, but it's the same crimes as you. The same crimes. Extortion. Oh my God, he was beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if I was crying because he got caught or was he got crying because that must be all the matter. I'll marry you. That's so we can have come see you. He didn't have no wedding ring on his finger, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, destroyed it. That happened soon as homeboy went in that sky. Lord, I'll be like, keep your dog at home because that dog might got a camera or something on it. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but too bad it wasn't in Providence. You get 5 Gs and you get walk right out on your own account and walk right back to Mexico and never look back. Because they do stuff for peanuts over here. I'm like, Jesus Christ. What about 50 million? What do 50 million, you know what I mean? What do 50 billion get you? Do we get him out? Do we get him free? To get him out, 50 million, he got to be set free. 50 million, get him on, tell him don't never come back. I'll marry you. We can come, conjugate or something over the phone. You know what I mean? Because they want to show me. I'm like, first of all, I don't even got $2 to be paying no judge. You know what I'm saying? To get me out of nothing. I don't even got $2. Right? So you gotta show me you got a dirty judge to show that you do what I do, but where am I getting even $500 to pay a judge? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you are stupid to keep showing me your business. I never said nothing about paying no judge. I said the dude was telling his lawyer to come in and vote for everything I was saying. That's when he thought me, his wife, and him was gonna be a couple. But when he found out we wasn't, everything was like he still got my Timberlands for $200. I want them, but favor for a family. Like, boy, you putting your wang in me is not no favor to give me back my boots that I paid money for. Yup. Platform Tims. I'm still waiting for my. I seen all my clothes go to donation, but I did not see them Timberland boots. Right? It's just, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, they're doing the same thing in Providence, but you know what I'm saying? They said Diddy only got charged because he tried to sue that liquor company. So I advise you to just, Diddy, that's what you get. You should have gave me my cut and did what I said, did. You probably wouldn't have even went to jail. But, you know, you can't beat a dead cow now. But anyhow, I gotta do my nails. I hope they try to deliver my glue stuff for my wigs and stuff. My straightening comb and all that. I need that to be in the mail. I gotta see when he's gonna deliver it again. If I'm gonna get it, you know how that go. So I could do my wig. I'm gonna stand up the whole time because you know what I'm saying. I think the bus ain't gonna start running by the time he's done. You know what I mean? I might have to bring a big bag so I can wear my slippers on the bus. And when I get to the place, I can put my heels on because I like taking pictures. And then when I get to my seat, take my shoes off, put them in my seat, do my little two-step with no shoes or slippers. They said, this girl take off her shoes and everything. I surely do. Then I won't fall asleep. But anyway, yeah, whoever is the owner of them security guards at graduation, he should not be having on a ski mask at work. That is retarded. What you don't want nobody to see your face? Was you over there at the gay club? I don't know if it's gay or not, but I only see men going in there. That's what I'm saying. Them people, that's what I keep. They do not like Ally Universal. They don't. Them the people that worked at the mall. They do not like Ally. You know what I mean? I was like, these are all young Puerto Rican punks. Stop it. If I put some wolves on you, and then what's gonna happen? Nobody want see when it's just me, it's all fun and games. But soon as wolves, because I'm talking wolves, lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, they don't want to play no more. They don't want to play. The cops are saying, I'm not pulling nobody back. Because when I was by myself, everybody was all hung go. Ah, let's get her. He's out. Let him stay out. Let him stay out till they leave me alone. When they leave me alone, then they'll go back in his cage. But until then, oh, they're going to stay out. They are, and they will, and I'm out. I'm out. I'm trying not to go. I'm trying to go back, but if I can't go back if they keep coming. Now, I'm walking to Crossroads. This is me walking to Crossroads, minding my business, coming out of the auditorium. And there's a black man with his white woman. And he says, what do you call not minding your business? And I said, it's called, I will beat your white woman until she turn black without no blue. That's what it's called. It's called mind your business unless you want to get busted in your head. That's what it's called. Now, that's what I'm told. We can't go in, right, if they keep coming out. Because we don't want to talk no more. We don't want to talk no more. It's over. The talking's over. But you still want to talk. And if that's what you want to do, you need to go in your dog houses. Fabricate your little door. And the girl ain't saying nothing because she knows she's going to get beat because I'm a woman. But what he don't know, my cousin lives at 100 Broad Street. Cousins, plural. And I'm pretty sure they were somewhere hiding because I'm like, God damn, where you come from? They pop out of nowhere. Like when you're doing a Jack in the Box, boom, hey, cuz. I'm like, oh my God, where you come from? Because I don't know where they come from. Right? Because I'm minding my business. But here you go again. I'm not on your lane. You jumping right on mine. And the girl ain't saying no. She was like, I'm not getting in this. No, I'm not, because she's smart. But he's dumb. So how many bags did you get paid? Because she ain't getting no rock because she didn't insult me. Now, what do you call a poodle that mates with a chihuahua? Your mother. And then conceive a litter full of mutts. You, your brothers, and your sisters. Because you got to be dumb, stupid, and retarded to keep messing with me. They keep saying, oh, she's backsliding. I got to backslide. Because who is going to help me? but me. But the cop, like I keep telling them, the cops are always there. That cop rolled around that corner like 20 times. Talk about you ain't leaving yet. When you leaving? When you going to work? And it was like that cop's watching her. She's somebody. She's somebody or she's dangerous. Because I keep telling you, they're watching. So when I have to bust you in the face, he give you like, yeah, well, they was harassing Millicent, but Millicent needs to go to jail now because we already warned her. But bring them to jail too. That's how it's gonna. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I'm not pressing charges. You pressing charges? No, we all go free. But yous are the aggressives. Yous are the troublemakers. But yous don't want to do nothing but talk, and we are tired. Now, if you leave me alone, hell go away. Poof, the magic dragon who lives by the sea. But if you keep bothering me, he's gonna keep sticking around. That's how the game goes. That's how it's played. See, I got lights. I can beat you to death, but I still gotta go to jail. I might get probation. That'll be about it. Then I gotta do everything the sneaky way. But yous just ain't letting me breathe. If I stay in the house, I'm trained. If I go outside, now they're letting me out because they're walking me. You're canceling Ubers. You're coming to my job. You harass me. Do I go to your mother's job when she's on her knees bobbing men off, aggravating her? No, I do not. You know why? Because I respect her profession of being a whore. I respect your mother and your sister's profession of being a whore. I'm not in there trying to hold her ding-a-ling while she's sucking it. So why would you come to my job? Allied is not even in competition with yous. Why? Because they got the yellow and black shirts now. Every company wears the same thing, but only thing security is just security. I was like, I would not wear that. If they had security on the back of this jacket, I wouldn't wear it because it looks unprofessional. There's no name. It's just security. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it's gonna be. We're not in competition with you, but for some reason, I'm a threat to you. I don't even bother. They act like I can't go in the mall. But we're going to go to your job, but you come to, because it's a store. It's a public place. You do not own the, listen, don't have, because let me tell you something. The mall is in so much debt. If you love the mall that bad, won't you buy it? Then I'll stay out of it. I don't tell you to follow me around the mall. Soon as I go in the mall, here they all come surrounding me. Why though? Even if I'm in uniform. I was in uniform yesterday. Why are you harassing me? We're going back to this harassment thing again in the mall. Because they're birds. They're unprofessional. They are very unprofessional. Very unprofessional to want to keep fighting me. But they let all the people they're under, because they're probably mixed. So it's probably sisters, aunts, and uncles going in there stealing out the shoe store. But they don't catch nobody stealing. You know why? Because they're too busy worrying about what I'm doing in the store. Every time I go in the store, there's somebody selling shoes. I'm like, well, I wish they steal my size. Sell them to me half price. It is what it is and what's it going to be. I'm tired. I ain't tired of sleep. I'm just tired of people in general. How many times you gonna turn your cheek? I mean, you only can turn. You only got two. And when you turn the other, and they smack you so fast on the one day when they get smacked, you like, you know what? You know what I mean? Uh, but I'm gonna put it in the Lord's hands. I'm gonna enjoy John Legend. That's why I don't go to Crossroads all the time, because I just, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely know that girl's doing, so she got a baby. That baby looks just like Taco. Her son looks just like Taco. And I swear, when she worked in a woman's shelter at Crossroads, her son came right to me. I was like, oh, this baby look just like Taco. Exactly like Taco. I don't know, it might be Taco's son's baby. That baby came right to me. She was like, stay away from her. And like I wanted the baby all over me in the first place. You hear that cat? Yeah. I swear they must have let the cat hear my voice. That cat working my nerve too. Yeah. Just like them two little rabbits. Why these people keep pulling up in the yard? They're just pulling up. But ain't nobody getting out. Oh yeah, she's parking. But anywho, let me get off here. But anyway, alright. Enjoy your night. Thrills to come. I swear he did look good, but